Here is Dan had some fun at the beginning of the press conference yesterday.
Can you talk about the importance of the 5 weeks leading up to training camp from the end of mini camp?
Well, again, if you want to talk about the conditioning, I'm happy to revisit it. I thought we went in great detail yesterday, but maybe not. We're all in this honeymoon stage right now. It's all fun and it's all. No, you don't have to apologize. It was great.
Did Volan try to hit you after that because you were really rubbed in his face? He's a big idiot.
No, Ben laughed, and he said that he was going to ask it if nobody else asked it. He was going to ask it at the end. So
yeah.
it was all good. It's the time, we spend so much time with the head coach, especially because we do our, post-game show on the road and firing questions at them and stuff. It's like you at least got to have a little bit of fun as we start out camp. You know what I mean? It's
just like, it's such
if you don't
love
grind,
the game.
So.
Yeah. All right, so but it's exciting. I don't know why, but this year it's of no importance to anyone. But this year I'm ready. I'm ready for football to start. I've had enough of the summer. I don't mind it. It can get cold. It can get cold. Give me 17 Sundays. I'm fine with that. That's enough. 18 Sundays.
I agree with it.
I've had enough of the Sundays in the summer.
Football's fun. I mean, it's the number one sport in the world, probably, right? Well, the country right now, and why not, right? It's good to have it back. It was good to have the Patriots out there yesterday. It's good to see Vrabel. I think if you go down as a fan, I think it's one of the things you want to watch is just how involved he is. It's been talked about a lot, but he's in on every play. He's talking to different coaches. He's talking to players, and he's working his way around. It's a different way of coaching. He said it came to him naturally when he started at Ohio State. But it's a lot like Belichick. Belichick, I used to tell people to go to training camp practices just to watch how much he taught and was pulling guys aside and just teaching the game. Vrabel's a little bit different. He's in on every play, talking to Josh McDaniels after something, Drake Maye, Stefon Diggs, and then he'll go to the defense if he sees something. He's full of energy, and it's kind of fun to watch as they go about their business. So it's a good time of year. I think it's fun.
Yeah, you have a coach that they've given a shot to, that actually has a chance of success this year, unlike the coach they threw under the bus last year. But we had Mike Dussault on earlier. I don't mean to offend you, but we had Mike Dussault on earlier.
Yeah, he was angry, huh?
He got all pissy. I don't know why. Yeah. I mean, if you're there, you're there. I mean, I got to tell you this. I like the Morgan Moses signing. I like Morgan Moses. I think that he's plays through injury. He's a really good locker room guy. If you're a new coach, I think he would be an ally to have. He's a veteran in every way, shape, or form. But he's also prone to playing hurt and being hurt, and he's also 34 and been carrying that weight and been through the battles for that long. If there was one lineman that I would be keeping an eye on and that it would concern me if he's continually unable to perform, even this early in camp, it would be Morgan Moses. Now, I'm not trying to get you to agree with me, but I am just telling you to keep an eye on him. Would you please?
Maybe it was just the defense, Fred. Maybe the defense is that good.
Right.
Maybe it's the edge rushers. How about they think they're one of the best in the league?
Mies thinks that he's a fan of the Patriots because so one's good and the other one it doesn't matter. But you caught that too.
He was listening.
Yeah, you caught that too. I love Mike Dussault, and I think I understand. But if you're going to credit one side of the ball, then one side can't matter and the other side it doesn't matter. It doesn't work that way. But I would. I'll ask you. Was it Morgan Moses? Did it seem like anything was going on? Does he seem in shape? What did it seem like to you?
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he's fine. And this is just, again, when I go to camp early, Fred, I'm just looking for things and numbers to stand out to me. So watching Morgan Moses, a couple of times I saw number 2, Harold Landry, who's supposed to, could be a big part of this pass rush. He kind of blew by him a few times. So it's like you notice that. So now whether or not that is just, because the defense maybe knows what's coming and they can get a step on him, or it's just maybe like Moses trying to get into shape or trying to get used to the new system, what have you. But, you clearly notice that, and then you see DeMontre Jacobs come in and replace him. So that's something to keep an eye in. Maybe we saw that in minicamp too. We saw Jacobs come in several times. So, you're watching that position because it's, again, one of those tackle positions that have to protect Drake Maye. At the same time, you're watching the guard position where we saw Cole Strange a lot yesterday, and to see who comes in and guards that area too. So it's kind of those initial things. It was day one. It was very early, yes, but at the same time, just to me, just put that in the bank, right? I put it in my notebook, and it just kind of like review day one, and now you look and see what happens in day two, day three, and as Vrabel and any coach would say, you just stack them all together, and kind of it becomes clearer and clearer as you watch more and more which guys you think have a chance to be very, very good, which guys need some work, and which guys it may take a lot longer. So we'll see. But again, I have no concerns about what you're saying, too. It's just
they don't
you raise
have
a red
pads
flag
on.
in your mind.
Right. No, they don't have pads on, and I don't care about how anyone did. I'm concerned about his ability to stay on the field. That's going to concern me if I'm a Patriots fan until the end of the season. I mean, that's Morgan Moses being able to stay on the field because you're very thin on the offensive line, and I do believe that you're depending an awful lot on a guy that's got a lot of miles on him and has all the intangibles, but I would be very concerned about his ability to stay on the field, and it's just something I would be looking at. It'd be one thing I'd be looking at camp, and maybe he's old, so they're just resting or whatever, but I didn't make it up. I mean, I wasn't there. I heard through people making an issue of it that Morgan Moses kept getting taken off the field, and that Vrabel might just go, dude, you're 34. I don't need to see anything.
Yeah.
Let some other kids sit there. We don't have pads on. But then there's the other hand of, maybe there's like, all right, Morgan. It's
right.
Like you've been standing for too long.
At the same time, you see him after camp practices so far working with, Will Campbell and
Yes.
some of the other tackles, too, to try to teach him. So maybe it is a lighter workload. I mean,
Sure.
Again, there's all kinds of factors that go into it. But again,
And that's why I like the signing.
Those are the kind of things that you look at in camp and just kind of put a little red flag or a check mark next to and say, could this be a concern? And I think if you're a Patriots fan when you're down there watching or you're just watching them practice, yes, you could obviously sit there and say they're thin on offensive line. We've seen what Drake May's gone through. We've seen what the quarterbacks have gone through the last several years. So, yeah, they're thin. So you got to make sure that depth-wise they're okay.
Okay, so on a positive note, let's get very positive. It was fun. They clipped us for Instagram when the midday show was out there. Everyone got very excited. Kyle Williams, apparently, very athletic looking.
In front of Christian Gonzalez.
Made a couple catches. Who stood out for you on the positive side? I don't care about the defense really with no pad, but the skill position guys are fun. Who stood out to you skill position wise?
Well, a couple of things. One is it started to me that last mini camp practice that it's noticeable that Stefon Diggs is elite. Even then, a month ago in June, he was cutting. Every move that he made, he looks better than any wide receiver. Now, that's, again, we've seen the Patriots have problems at that position, but he has all the makings of that number one guy. And he said it after practice yesterday. He's not thinking about the knee, which is a great thing. After considering he tore it last October, he looks like the guy to keep an eye on. He's clearly easy to watch. He's very smooth. He's talking a lot, too, to McDaniels, to Vrabel, to Drake Maye. And to me, that's a sign of an athlete that feels good about himself. When they were working off to the side, he was one of the guys in that group along with, Hunter Henry and Kendrick Bourne, and I think Kayshon Boutte were the guys working as part of that group, or Pop. So, yes, clearly he's one to watch. I thought Kyle Williams made a couple of nice plays. Bourne made a nice play and a contested catch against rookie Craig Woodson. So there were some things that stood out. And one thing you continue to notice, too, is keep an eye on when you get down there is Travion, the kid from UCLA.
Travion Henderson.
Yes, he's so smooth and so fast. His burst is really, really superb to watch. So those are some of the things I got an eye on in the first day. But the one clear thing is Diggs. He stands out amongst everybody else when it comes to that offense.
One other thing I want to ask you about Drake Maye, and he was repeatedly asked about leadership when you guys had him there. Has that taken hold? Again, it's only day one, but I keep reading how, he was showing leadership yesterday. This is his team.
Well, I think, and that's what Vrabel wants, and I think that's the natural process of any quarterback, right? We saw it, with Mac Jones when he was here, too. You just want him to take that next step, and Drake is saying all the right things. He's he had the group down in Charlotte, bonding on and off the field. And then on the field, he's, at the end, again, when they ran sprints, he's calling the cadence and getting them all on board and going and everything else. So I think it's a natural tendency for the quarterback to be that guy. And I think Drake is welcoming it. I think Vrabel wants it. So, yeah, I mean, he's just kind of showing the signs of being a leader. What does that mean as we go forward? We'll see as play goes on here. But so far, so good when it comes to year number 2. And, one of the things that Maye was talking about yesterday is, he knows what's going to happen in that first practice yesterday. He knows what's going to happen when joint practices come with Washington and Minnesota. Unlike last year, when the first play, the Mike linebacker was left wide open and the center just whiffed, and he had him right in his face from play one. You can see those things now. You can expect those things. He's got film to watch. He understands that. He's got Josh with him, too. So I think it's all part of the maturation process. What you're hoping, like we didn't see, is that in year 2, he's better than he was in year 1 and is that leader, that decision maker, and just much better for this Patriots team because, let's face it, they're going to go as far as their quarterback goes as they go here.
What about Julian Ashby?
What about him?
I'm just kidding.
No, that's what everyone. Fred's just echoing the question that's getting asked more than any other.
I'm watching highlights of Julian Ashby. And,
you're not watching Efton Chisholm?
No, I'm Julian Ashby, the new long snapper. I mean, it's been a long time since there's been a new kid.
Fred. He was drafted.
He was drafted in the 7th round.
Yeah.
He's 6'1", 230.
And he's going up against a good defense, Fred. That's the thing. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
That's true. I mean, listen, can he hold
Mike
his blocks?
Imitation.
Can he hold his blocks?
Yes.
It's funny. I just, out of curiosity, started watching draft highlights, and they just have this massive white arrow pointing at him as if I can't tell who's snapping the ball. And all he does is snap the ball to the punter.
Yeah.
And then he like kind of jogs downfield.
He's really good at it.
But if these are the highlights, I don't know what a low light would be.
Yeah, it's not like you're pointing out in an interior lineman. No, it's the guy who's got the ball is going to go way far behind him.
And he's not making tackles either. He's just kind of
but you laugh. The long snapper can make a great living in the NFL if they're really simply good at what they do. Right? Look at Steve Diossi. Look at Zach Diossi when he was with the Giants. They were in the league for like 10 to 12 years making decent money, and they come out of that career and do whatever the heck they want with a nice little pile in the bank. So
but you've lost so much time to the rest of the working force because they've got
I know, right?
They've achieved
like 30,
skills.
30 years old, right?
Right, and now you're coming in and you don't even know how to work DOS. So I mean,
what do I do?
Yeah, exactly. You don't know the new software. All right, Danny, well, look, have a great time. I'm sorry that it's taking you so long to get down there.
That's all good. Romy Gonzalez saved the season yesterday, so we're good. And
you heard that too.
Circle that game.
Yeah, no catches, interference. Everything was good, and Narvaez was a hero. So here we go. Sweep the Dodgers, and they're all set.
Definition of hero, absolutely.
If you like that clip, and how could you not? Check out more videos from Toucher and Hardy here. Point slightly up and to the left. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. Point slightly down and to the left. And for the latest from the Sports Hub, download at 985thesportshub.com.